Hi, I'm Bronwyn, a residential design specialist, helping you move into your dream home without actually having to move.
Hi, I'm Kosoula and I help take the BS out of council approvals.
And we've partnered up to help builders save time, make a bit more money by just focusing on what they do best.
Which is building quality homes for the owners that are out there looking for something amazing.
Exactly. Okay, so we've done certification
Yes.
and that's all been approved, so that's great.
Yes.
Then what happens? There's one more step in the formal council approval management services.
They're so weird. So from the certification stage, we will then collate all of the information to go into council, and that includes it's actually quite hefty. That'll include obviously your building application form, which is very important. It has all of the details on there for who to get in contact with, who the builder is. We would need the builder's insurance document at this stage as well.
And that can only be produced once the builder has completed their building contract with the homeowner, right?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, right.
So we need that final building contract figure in order to gain the insurance documents. But that figure also sets the fees that council will charge us to put that application into council.
So a bit of a tangent here. There really is a process, and if we were to reverse engineer that, we can't submit your final planning to council until we have an insurance figure which sets the fees for council.
That's correct.
But you can't get the insurance figure until you've got your building contract.
Yes.
Ultimately, you want your building contract to have all of your costs in there, including your selection items, and obviously what the build is and the concept and everything. So you can see why it all links together and why the process exists and why there's certain stages to the process. It might not make sense as we're going through it, but when you get to the end, you can see why it all has to roll the way it does.
That's right, and in that final step of going into council for your building application, and then from the building application will be the building permit, which is the piece of paper that we really need at the end of it.
The holy grail. That's the golden ticket.
That's it. That's what your builder needs to actually go to site and start work.
To be allowed. That's a legal compliance.
It absolutely
is. Have to have that, otherwise no work can start. So I really want to emphasise that.
That's exactly right. And if you don't go down that path, you can really get yourself in trouble.
And if you've got a builder that is prepared to go down that path, run, because that's just opening up a massive can of worms.
Oh, it absolutely is. The other documents that go into council then are your structural engineering, which obviously is incredibly important. It's the structure and the nuts and bolts of the build.
Keeps it standing.
That's correct. The certification, once that's complete, we're issued with a certificate of design compliance. And that certificate of design compliance is essentially the rubber stamp to say, it is a compliant design with the National Construction Code and the Australian Standard. That is very important to go into council as well, and it is a requirement of your building application. And then all of the working drawings and the construction documents.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So working drawings.
Yes.
What are working drawings?
Working drawings are essentially the blueprint of your build. It gives the information to the builders, to the trades, of exactly how this structure is going to be built, the size of it, the heights, where all the window placements are, the door placements.
Where the house is sited actually
on the block of land, that's correct,
So in our full document set, we can expect to see numerous floor plans. We can see a site plan, we have a as-built plan if it's a renovation or not so much a knock-down rebuild, but if it's a renovation, so what the existing house looks like, what the demo plan is, what we need to demolish and rebuild, and then what the new proposed plan is, and then you've got all of your external elevations as well. So we can see what all your windows and your heights and roof line and materials and all of that is doing as well.
And your electrical layout as well.
And your electrical layout too, or all your services, so plumbing, electrical, air conditioning, all that kind of thing.
All of the important things that make up the house once you're all done and dusted.
The building.
Yeah.
Right. So then to accompany that, should we talk about interiors?
This is your
favourite. Hey. So to accompany all of the building plans, we then have interior plans. So whilst Kosoula and her team are putting the finishing touches on your council application, after we've done design development and chosen all of your selection items, we then produce an internal set of working drawings. So they also include floor plans, but the floor plans, instead of being of the whole house, will be a kitchen floor plan, an ensuite floor plan, a bathroom floor plan, etc., accompanied with internal elevations. So your internal elevations in a bathroom, for example, might have your wall tile layouts. If we've got something funky going on or a feature wall, that's going to be thought about before we even get to site. So the benefit of that is it saves the builder a ton of time, because they're not out on site sitting there with a tiler scratching their heads working out the layouts. It's all done for them. The benefit to the homeowner is they're not paying for the trades and the builder out on site scratching their heads working out the tile layout.
That's right. Even down to things like towel rails, that's included in your elevations as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Electrical power points, they're all annotated with the correct height and placement and position on the wall or your towel rails. Any other odd fixtures and fittings, rope hooks or soap dishes or, all sorts, vanities, everything. Custom joinery is a big one as well, particularly in a kitchen. It's all custom joinery, so that is going to be absolutely honed and fine-tuned in the design development stage. So that's another thing we didn't talk about.
That's right.
That is
all
really crucial in design
goodness.
development. So it's not just as simple as choosing your bench top. We need to figure out what height is the bench top, how wide is the bench top, how is it going to function. So sort of doubling back a little bit here, but all of that gets detailed in a thorough set of internal construction documentation, which the feedback from the builders is they just love it because it saves them so much time. And time is money, which means the homeowners are going to be happy with that. It really is beneficial, I think, when we look at both the drawings for building design and interior design as a means of communicating to the client exactly what they are getting.
That's it.
So again, it comes to managing expectations because the client, the homeowner, has peace of mind knowing that yes, this is what I've approved, this is what I want, this is what I've signed off on, and the builder has all the information there to build exactly to what the client's expecting.
That's correct, yeah.
And that's the intention of every single step in our thorough, comprehensive
process. Essentially, the reason that we're doing what we're doing is to save people time and money.
It really is.
And if we can create a really smooth process from the very first thought of design right through to getting onto site, it's only going to be beneficial for absolutely everyone involved. And saving time and money, well, who doesn't want to do that?
They're two big ticket items that everybody values, I think.
That's right.
So, excellent. I want to just touch on construction time as well, because all of this, if we were to summarise this, Bronz DC Cores is pre-construction project management, and that's essentially our services combined as what we're offering to both homeowners and builders simultaneously. But that doesn't talk about construction. We do all of this and then we start building.
That's correct.
But the benefit of having this so tight means that your timeline for construction can be significantly shortened. No one wants to rush construction, and you don't want to have a quick timeline on that basis. But if you can have an efficient timeline through construction because all of your ducks were in a row at the start of the process with adequate documentation and all your T's crossed and all your I's dotted, then hey, you got to be happy with that, particularly if you've moved out of the home and you're paying rent somewhere else, right?
As well as a mortgage once the build starts.
Exactly. Exactly.
A shorter build time, again, is just saving money.
Always going to be favourable.
Yeah.
Less risk associated with that too.
Absolutely. We hope you found the information that we shared valuable and have got something out of it.
If you want to get in contact with us, then head to the bottom of this post because all of our contact details will be there, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.
Thanks very much.